This first one is the first thing on the title here. Man arrested for misgendering his kids. Father jailed for using the wrong gender pronoun. Father jailed. He was jailed. Interesting. Let's see. And this was in Canada. Ooh, some Bill C-16 things. Finally, the SJWs have gone too far. I wonder. Let's see. Do you think the SJWs went too far? Have we ruined free speech forever, chat? Have we actually done it? Let's see.
Competition, competitiveness, risk-taking, aggression. These things have been labeled toxic as mental health issues by the APA, the largest mental health association in America. And now the AMA as well, the largest medical health association in America. They both are on the woke train 100%.
The woke train.
Our psychiatrists, our psychologists, all of them now are thinking, hey,
I'm just trying to get to the middle of the debate, really, Just trying to get down to the middle of it. These people are clowns. They're clowns. But anyway, he's talking about nothing here. Let's continue. By the way, this guy showed up on the Tim Pool show not too long ago and was like, I just want to say the N-word so bad, but we can't say it. And then another guy went even harder than him. This is the guy the other day, by the way, that moderated that really terrible debate with Blair White, Carlin, John Doyle, and then that Nazi lady.
Everything is corrupted by racism and misogyny and masculine power.
Yes. But not like... See, when they talk about this kind of stuff, everything's corrupted. That's not what people are saying. Like, yeah, it's a little bit of that from time to time, for sure. Corruption. But really, the idea is that, like... I don't know who this guy caught falling. Really, when people say systemic racism, systemic misogyny, these problems occur, they're not saying like it's not like cancer metastasizing and eating the world whole. It's like, no, we have addressed the issue and we are fighting the problem, and we need to make sure that we don't exacerbate the problem in areas where we can prevent it. That's it. That's really what it is. Hey, if we have systemically racist things happening, what's that systemically racist thing? Okay, we're going to take action to try not to do that. We're not going to allow racism in our spaces. We're gonna make sure that we keep people culpable, stuff like that. Same thing with misogyny, if you see, which isn't, I feel like the misogyny debate has sort of started to weaken as we, again, and they hate it. These guys fucking hate this stuff. But have you noticed? Have any of you watched network television recently? Just network television, something with commercials. Whether it was football or maybe it was with March Madness that just came up. I know those are two sports that you guys don't watch, but Mithril Rose, thanks so much for following. Or if you go to your parents' house, yikes, and they have the news on. So if you haven't, here's and I know I don't either. Network TV is still a thing, but if you have been anywhere where these TVs are on, I know we haven't been to bars lately, but they usually have like TVs up or something. I've actually noticed a difference. Or Hulu, if you have a cheap Hulu thing, they have a lot of commercials. By the way, Hulu actually has a lot of really good content. Surprise! I pay for the premium one because I like the live sports, but the commercials are still capitalist nightmare hellholes, which I'm not surprised about. People are selling me all sorts of shit. But it's actually interesting because I haven't really watched TV regularly since I think since I moved in to the original apartment with Hannah. Like, way back, 2015? 2012? Something like that? We were there for 3 years, I think. 2 years? I don't know. It was right around then. And, oh boy. The capitalism has gotten worse, but you know what's gotten better? The representation is totally different. It felt like we didn't have cable. That's what I mean. Like since that moment, I hadn't watched. Like since we moved in together, I didn't watch TV from then on out, pretty much, unless I was somewhere else or I was watching sports. There are gay couples, lesbian couples. I haven't seen any trans representation necessarily, although how would you know? They'd probably say it though. They'd probably be like, "We're Coca-Cola, and don't you want to drink Coca-Cola when you're trans? Do it!" And then they'd shove Coca-Cola at you. Dr. Pepper, 23 flavors. All 23 of them say trans rights. Drink Dr. Pepper! Because of how commercials work. But you and Hannah used to be roommates? We did. You know, there actually is a lot of representation. And I actually haven't seen, this is interesting, I haven't seen a couple in a commercial that are the same skin color in a long time. Unlike a national scale, like some local commercials, yeah, but like a national commercial, if there's a couple, I really haven't seen it. Or they're both black, which is fascinating. They're and like this is like rainbow capitalism moved into like, you know, that other stuff. And you know what's interesting? I guarantee you this makes these guys mad. Like this guy, he definitely watches network television, you know what I'm saying? Like people like that. Weirdly, and we've talked about this in the past, like it's kind of sad that under American capitalism, like until you're sort of used to sell a product, you're not normal. Things are becoming normalized. I think clearly we're winning the long-term sort of culture war thing. It's much more profitable to be kind to people and to just show like, hey, not everybody has to be white and straight and nuclear family. It's been actually very interesting for me. You just go check out, I can't believe I'm saying this. Watch 15 minutes of any network television show next time you go visit someone old with one of those TVs. that do the non-streaming stuff, you know, one of those. And just like pay attention to the commercials. They're different now. And there's more of them. It's a hellhole. Ads are disgusting. Torriger, thanks for following. It's Coca-Cola. There we go. Hell yeah. Anyway, the point of that really is that it is they're losing in a way that still grosses me out. I think it's fascinating. 32 watch network TV? Oh, my goodness. So you've seen the change, but you probably didn't notice because you were there the whole time. You know what I mean? Like watching somebody grow. You're just like, wow. I mean, you grew a foot over the last 2 years, but I've seen you every day. I haven't really noticed the big change. Anyway.
And we need to eradicate it. And today it's counseling it out of you, through therapy and shame. Soon it's going to be
through therapy. Men would rather be toxic and angry at everything than go to therapy, I guess. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
Castration through hormone pills for those who are just too masculine.
For opting in, whoa. People that are too masculine are getting castrated against their will? What? Hey, I don't know about you, buddy, but I'm pretty fucking masculine. Ain't nobody castrating these nuts, all right? All right, these testosterone nuclear fusion reactors betwixt my legs, they've only just begun, okay? Until I'm actually showing, like, true baldness up top, my T isn't high enough, okay? Until we lose it all, the T hasn't gone far enough. Who's he talking about? People that take hormones opt into that. What? And they're not too masculine. Yeah. Oh yeah. Remember. Sorry, Hannah, but you're in chat. Remember when Hannah? Yeah. Well, you said it too. Hannah was just too fucking masculine. She was like, "Oh man, my massive, bulging, rippling core needs to be tamed by science." Like, fuck off. Come on, dude. You know what really happened? Hannah wanted to be happy. That's it. And anybody else that takes over, come on, dude.
And of course, right now, if your 14-year-old daughter says that she is a man, and she says that she wants to go get testosterone to become a man, and you say you don't want her to do that, if you live in Canada,
what?
You go to jail if you continue referring to your own daughter as your daughter.
Interesting. Man arrested for contempt after publicly referring to his biological daughter as she during her gender transition. Oh, interesting. And this is a Washington Examiner. These guys are right wing. These guys are pretty right wing in my opinion. So check it out. Let's read this article real quick. Not the whole thing. Let's see. Canadian father was arrested this week for violating a court order barring him from publicly discussing his child's gender transition. Oh. So he violated a court order. Don't do that? Don't violate court orders. That was the order from the court that you violated. Trans men are so starved of visibility that my first reaction was like, is this representation? No, it isn't. It isn't representation. The man was found to be contempt of court, arrested Tuesday for referring to the child, who is a biological female, but now identifies as male, using the pronouns she and her. The father, Robert Hoogland, sued the mother after learning that she had allowed the teenager to begin transitioning into a male. That's, again, these guys don't know how to talk about this, so just bear with their tiny brains. Hoogland and the mother are currently separated. Local media outlets are reportedly banned from using Hoogland's name in order to protect the identity of the child, who is reportedly 15 years old. Why are you reporting? Why are you reporting it then? What? Because you're not local? Ugh, yikes. Okay. We should do this unethical thing because there's not technically a rule against the United States publications from doing that. Okay, dude. All right. Okay. Hoogland has made his objection to the gender change clear. Doesn't care. And the court had ordered him to refrain from speaking out in public or to the media on the issue, deeming any effort to do so as a form of family violence. Sure. Hoogland wrote on a GoFundMe page raising money for his defense. The legal issue could land me in jail. Up to 5 years, speaking the truth about the state. I mean, literally, he violated this. He put it up on a GoFundMe page, which is, he's refrained from speaking out in public or media. What does he think a GoFundMe is? What? State-sponsored child abuse, and said he is blocked from sharing any videos at this time that oppose the sterilization of children. So this father is like, no, child, you don't get to have your own life. And apparently the child is like, I want to. What happens when the bubble explodes and the delusion ends? Hoogland said, and you're calling your child delusional, of course. She can never go back to being a girl in a healthy body she should have had. Oh, he's misgendering. I was like, who's he talking about? These kids don't understand what kind of 13-year-olds think about having a family. Wait, what? What kind of 13-year-olds think about having a family and kids? None. Also, 15 years old but saying 13? Question mark? Whatever. So yeah, this guy, he violated a court order. He didn't just say, you're my daughter. She, her, she, her, she, her. He like was obviously shit. He's like obviously a shitty person, from all that. And then he violated the court order about it. Like, come on, dude. Anyway, I'm sure that someday, Mr. Hoogland, the child involved here, will have a fruitful and happy life moving forward, thanks to his incredible mom for sticking up for him. You know what I mean? So that's good. I know there's 5 minutes more of this, and we will watch it, but really, we've already defeated it, okay? We've already defeated it.
Yeah, we have this article here, real fast. I know you brought this up. You shared this, right? From Post Millennials. His father was jailed after referring to biological female child as his daughter. This is absolutely insane. Check this out.
Are you going to read it?
There's a man in Canada who can only be alluded to as he who shall not be named, Robert Hoogland, for the
They did it again. Why do these publications do this?
sake of natural justice. It is important to speak this man's name. He is now the Canadian state's
Postmillennial is super far right, yeah.
prison of conscience. The warrant was issued by a judge for the arrest of a father after calling his biological female child his daughter and referring to her with pronouns she and her. Hoogland was found to be in contempt of court.
Are they do you see how they're not talking about how he violated the but the way they frame this, you know what I mean? Look at it. Are they it doesn't really seem like they're saying the actual problem. Which
He is a father to
interesting.
a gender nonconforming biological female 14-year-old who identifies as transgender and prefers what happened there? And basically prefers to be used by male pronouns and has repeatedly called
used by male pronouns. Ugh.
this person his daughter, though the court has forbade it. So it's like this is the attack on the Western man. It's like
The attack on the Western man. Bro. Bro. The attack on the Western man. Forced to follow Western law. Come on, bro. You can, like, which one is it, dude? Come on. I thought we didn't like criminals, by the way. I thought we didn't like people committing crimes, okay? Or is that only when the Western men look a little less Western, if you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Breitbart, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The Blaze.
father saying, no, for my child, my child is not going to be subjugated to the propaganda of the world.
Oh,
and even if
fuck
my
you.
child does have sexual confusion, which, by the way,
That's not a sexual confusion. That's not sexual. What?
there's real problems that happen in development with sexuality. If everybody
It's not sexuality. Why are they so weird? Why do they never understand this? This happens all the time. Like with the Blair White thing. They're like, you're a sex fiend. It's like, what does that have to do with being sex? Nothing. Has nothing. No sex involved.
wasn't sexually confused at some point, then you didn't grow up. And I don't mean bisexual or gay. I mean, if you thought that you were going to, to have 100 harem when you grew up, like King David or something, you're
What?
14, or maybe, some people
A 100 harem, and then this guy goes, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. I want 100 harem. What is 100 harem?
felt like they weren't very sexually active. There's a lot of people who thought that something was wrong with them in high school because they weren't interested in sex.
That's just asexuality. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Till a later age. I mean, you figure out your sexuality. It develops over time.
This
but that's
isn't
not to say that
sexuality.
if you're 14 years old, that you have any authority in your life to come up and tell your parents what they need to call you.
Yeah, what? You do have that authority. You're a human person. What? You can almost drive a car. You do. Hey, for the record, if you're a teenager, you do have agency over yourself. You do. Like, not as much as an adult, but you do. You get to choose who touches your body. You get to choose, and who doesn't. You get to choose how people interact with you to a certain extent. You get to choose a lot of stuff about your life. Pretty much what you can't choose is like the other stuff that we deem as adult. Like you can't be a legal sex worker. You can't join a war. Although I guarantee people like the Blaze would be like, much like they want to get rid of the minimum wage, get rid of the minimum age for soldiering. Nobody's too young to be a patriot. Put a gun in their hand.
And now the state is saying that they are more important than fathers. And I think that's where the argument comes in, is that the reason why they're attacking
but yeah, definitely your child's happiness is more important than your status as a father. Yes.
trying to kill the masculine, strong Western male is because
What? I need to tune into this fucking guy more often. The masculine, strong Western male. What do you mean masculine, strong Western male? This man fucking got defeated in court by himself. All he had to do was not do a thing, and he did it anyway. Yeah, real strong man. I'm a real strong man. I just fucking can't comprehend anybody else's desires or wishes for their own life. That makes me a strong Western man. No, it makes you a fucking loser. You're a loser. Don't be a loser. You can be better than that. Big muscle. I got big muscles. I'm a big muscly strong bro. No, you're a loser who is mad that your who you thought was your daughter is actually your son, and you're upset. I felt like personally, as a masculine Western man myself, I, much like the men of old, prefer a son. Take that. I prefer a son. How about that? Take that, women. Ha! My testosterone was so influential that my child didn't even start as a boy, right? But through sheer testosterone became one. I have violated nature's law with my fucking raw manpower. Like, seriously? These people are fucking weird, dude. These guys are so fucking weird. That's how, hey, personally for me, that's how I'd spin it if I was a person that was worried about the gender of their child, which I'm not. In fact, if I had a child, they better not have a fucking gender. Get out of here. Don't fall into the binary in my fucking house. Space Ventura, thanks for the 3 months, dude. Appreciate you. Real men are not born, they're made. True! Forged in the fires of Canadian family court.
Because if he is weakened and he doesn't exist, the only person to take his place is the state.
That is exactly right.
And well, I guess we should just be anarcho-communists, I suppose.
You know, if my daughter came to me and said that she wanted me to call her by whatever.
Ooh, this is going to be shitty, isn't it?
We could have a conversation about it. Maybe I'll accept it.
What? It wasn't that shitty? We can have a conversation about it. Maybe I'll accept it.
But I will not accept the government telling me what I have to do with my own children.
The government was... I will not accept the government telling me what I can or cannot do. Do you know why the government said that you can't do that? Because the fucking child said no. The government was just enforcing the child's wishes. The child can tell me what to do, but not the government. It's the same shit. This is the same shit, and you violated it multiple times. What are you talking about? Idiot. Fucking dumbass.
I will not accept the government forcing me to use particular words when in my own home, dealing with my own child, and then I would be that guy in jail.
Good. You should be in jail for violating a court order. That's what court orders are for. Oh, you were. Why would you do such a thing? Why? I'm so stubborn that I'm just gonna go to jail for this. Okay, cool. I guess, dude. Go for it. If that's what you want to do.
There's no question about it. I know my personality, and if the government was telling me I can't...
I'm going to hear this shit for weeks against pronouns. Wait, what? Are your pronouns changing? Pablo? Or what? What do you mean? Lurk mode? Later, nerds. No, comfy.
Can't talk to my daughter how I want in my own home. I would certainly have pushed that button and made a big deal out of it because I'm just that kind of guy.
A dick? You're just a dick. I'm just that kind of guy, you know. You know when people are like, hey, look. It really upsets me genuinely to my core that you deny my identity. And I looked at this fucking child, okay? Who I love immensely, of course, but do not respect. These are very different things. And I said to my child, I said, fuck you, I don't care about your happiness. I'm a Western male! And then I flexed, and then I went to jail. Hell yeah, dude. That's a real man. Yeah. Real men don't respect their children. Real men go to jail on the way to disrespecting their children. That's how things work. Fuck yeah, dude.
This man seems to be just standing up for what is right. Standing up for what is right. And
what's right? Do you think maybe what's right is your child's happiness? No? Okay.
In a time of chaos takes insane courage. Kudos to that man for having the fortitude to stand up for what he believes is right.
Yeah, kudos. Kudos, brother. I, too, have a estranged family that doesn't love me anymore because I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, man. I also eat Thanksgiving dinner alone in front of a tray watching football for the ads.
Mormon Jesus.
That's true. Colossus, thanks, buddy, for the raid. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good cast.
Now, everybody does have some element of confusion. Hormone mix makes confusion. It's part of the process. It is a liminal process, as it were, a transformation.
Oh, he said trans. Uh-oh, yikes. Kick him off of the blaze.
Puberty. And it's hard enough as it is without people on the outside saying to you, hey, look, you know that confusion you're feeling? Guess what? It's going to get worse. Guess what? I have the answer for you. And the answer is here in taking male hormones to turn you into a man.
Again, trans men, you're finally front and center here. That's very nice. Very tall hobbit. I'm sure hearing kudos from this chud made getting sent to jail totally worth it. True. Yeah. Thank you for the biddies. Kyle left looks mad. Oh, he's just always like this. That's just his face.
This is the part of it that gets me the most upset. The feminists and the radicals will tell you over and over again that there's no such thing as essentialism, that there's no biological determinism, that who we are born, our biology, none of that matters in terms of our, quote, gender expression.
It doesn't. It can inform it, that's for sure. Right? Like, for instance, the way it informs it is like your body is changed based on the hormones that you've gone through, and thus it determines what kind of clothing you can fit into. But that's kind of it. Like the shape of you, your shape, is kind of like really where it ends, I think. I'm trying to think of anything else, like as far as like the biologically deterministic, if that determines anything else as far as your gender expression. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's just like kind of the stuff you can fit into. Look, this guy, you could wear a dress tomorrow. It wouldn't be a big deal. It wouldn't make you less masculine. In fact, I think if you wore a dress, it would assert your masculinity because you're just being comfortable in your own skin, man. That's really what this is about. And if you're not comfortable in your own skin, and if you're like, I don't like being a man, then maybe you should consider not doing that. You don't have to, because as a Western individual, I am not bound to the rules that you think you have set in front of me. I'm actually a real fucking pioneer. Scratch that. Trans people are the real pioneers because they don't kowtow to your fucking your Western laws. Nah, fuck that. They're too alpha for that shit. And they're like, fuck that. Okay? I'm gonna wear a dress. Okay? Sure. Maybe I was born with a pee-pee. I don't need it. I don't want it. Get rid of it. I was born with a hoo-ha. Don't want them. Don't want my titties. Don't need it. Maybe I do want my titties and I want a pee-pee. Maybe I want both. I don't know. The combinations are borderline endless and it makes me happy, goddammit. I don't need your Western fucking laws. I'm going to blaze my own fucking trail. That is a real... If there is a version of what it takes to be a fucking alpha, that's it right there. That's fucking it. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how much? And you do, chat. You do. Lots of you do. I can't imagine the fucking toll that takes, dude. I can't imagine it. I can only hear it and intellectually try to understand, but I don't know what that feels like, right? That's got to be fucking crushing. And then you go out and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go be a fucking alpha, and I'm gonna fucking go against all of your conventions. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we had little beta blaze tiny beard bitch boy over here dealing with. Ooh, I'm gonna follow the rules of your gender. Ooh, you're a pussy. You're a pussy. Go out there and be whoever the fuck you want to be. That's the way to fucking live your life. Now, however this fucking loser wants you to be, fuck this guy. You kidding me? This guy's a piece of fucking shit. Fuck you. Drive me fucking crazy. Real strength is being yourself in the face of adversity. Absolutely. And if your real self is just however you've always been, fuck yeah, live that to the fullest. And make sure that everybody else around you also gets to. That's what a real fucking alpha would do. Even if you're not trans, a real fucking alpha would support people that need to make some changes in their life and move forward and be happier. That's what a real fucking alpha would do, not this piece of bullshit telling other people to follow the rules. What kind of fucking bullshit is that? What, do you wear both straps on your backpack to school, nerd? What do? You do your fucking homework and turn it on time, loser? Yikes. Imagine being that fucking guy. Imagine not being one of the fucking cool kids. You're going to get your tray flipped over onto, and the little tiny carton of milk that you just managed to pop open is going to go all over your stupid fucking beard, you tiny baby bitch. You're a loser. Everybody else here is fucking cool. This guy's a fucking beta. I don't even need to watch the rest of this. Fuck this guy. Fuck this video. That guy's a fucking loser. You're the best. You guys are fucking cool. Give him a fucking swirly. Give him fucking wedgies. Do it. Loser. Imagine being such a fucking loser, following the rules like that.